This is Jared from Pearl Lion.
It's going great.
Jared from Pearl Lion. No, wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. Okay. So that's a good lead in. So talk to us a little bit. I want people to kind of get to know, because your face is all over the place. It's on Guitar Center videos.
Well, yeah, I was on the commercial.
Yeah, you're on the commercial.
Worldwide, nationwide.
You're on television every Saturday night.
That's right.
On NBC.
That's right.
With Saturday Night Live. But so what are some of the projects that you do? Like, what do you do during the week musically? Like, are you in the studio? Are you doing mini tours in the summer? Like, what does the Jared Scharff world look like?
So I don't actually really tour or play gigs.
Yeah.
Unless it's a house band gig for like something pretty crazy. So the last gig I did, it was honoring Joe Walsh and Addiction, called Facing Addiction, and it was like me, Nathan East was the band leader, and we played with Butch Walker, Joe Walsh, ended up joining Vince Gill.
Oh, wow.
And Michael McDonald, stuff like so. Like that's always fun.
So that wasn't boring.
No, it was super fun. I do the Sting Rainforest Benefit band every 2 years, like when we do shows. So we back up Sting and Elton John and James Taylor and Bruce Springsteen and on all these crazy people. So I do that. So I'll do gigs like that here and there. I play for the Rangers sometimes at MSG, Madison Square Garden, for hockey.
Break that down. You play for the Rangers.
I play guitar
for
the Rangers games at Madison Square Garden.
So they have.
It's real.
They have guitar players playing like when there's a goal.
I do play on the goal song. If it goes long enough, I start to solo if they're like reviewing the goal, but otherwise.
How many people are in the Rangers band?
It's the main organ guy, and then they have a guitar player they've had for years, but when I come in, he plays bass, and we have the drummer from SNL and also Kenny Aronoff playing drum tracks, and we'll play like Zeppelin and Beatles and Prince songs to drum tracks as a whole band. It's
really?
Sick. Yeah, it's so fun.
That is a really fun. That's the best thing I've heard all day. That's the most exciting news you've told me so far.
So I do that. I also take hockey lessons like once a week when I'm in New York for like 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you in a league
No, because
league?
The beginner league stuff is on Saturdays, and I have SNL.
You're super busy on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So, follow-up question. So, what is your Saturday? Oh, go ahead.
But the most important thing.
Talk about your stuff.
I record music every day. I do a lot of loops for a lot of urban producers, and I do a lot of content for them. And I have my own project, Pearl Lion, which
Say it slower. So
Pearl, like a pearl, and a lion, like
lion.
a lion.
Hey, we're going to have text at the bottom of the video.
Pearl Lion. And I'm currently recording a Radiohead cover EP for that.
Can you tell us what tracks you're going to do?
I can tell you.
Can you give us a little sneak peek? Just tell us 4.
I'm doing Paranoid Android.
Okay,
No
excellent.
Surprises.
Okay, wow.
High and Dry.
Yes.
Sit Down, Stand Up.
Yeah.
And morning motion picture soundtrack, which I used your Deep Six.
Yeah.
And your Fathom on that specific one to really kind of get a vibe.
So,
tuned to C sharp.
You can always tell what kind of person they are by their favorite Radiohead album. So.
Okay, computer. No doubt.
I think that's fair. I think it's good. I think that's fair.
It is the greatest.
It's a good answer. No, it's a really good album. It's probably my second favorite.
It's the most complex and accessible.
No, okay.
Listen to it for
so
like 20
the question
years
wasn't, hey, which Radiohead album is the most complex
it's
and
still
accessible?
The best.
I didn't ask that.
What are you gonna be like? Oh, I like the Bends.
Oh my gosh, no, not the Bends.
What do you like, Kid A?
I'm a Hail to the Thief guy.
That's a good one.
It's my
that is
favorite.
A really good one.
Because and I think because technically it's mind blowing. It
is great.
So I love which almost every Radiohead album on there is like this. But when you don't understand or what's going to happen next, and it takes you into new territory where you haven't heard before. So I feel like Hail to the Thief did that for me. But also, when I was in high school and it came out, I would go into
high school when you came out.
When
what you said?
Hail to the Thief came out.
Okay, sorry, I misheard you.
Yeah, and I would go. I was in photography, and I'd go develop photos in the darkroom at like 6 a.m. before school started. And I'd listen to the Hail to the Thief
So moody.
It's so emo, dude.
That really explains.
It was
your
so
pedals.
emo. So I think it's a nostalgia connection, but I think OK Computer would be right after that.
Yeah. Which is why I was like, if I want to get my Johnny Greenwood OK Computer phase, can I use your?
Here's a person I can't stand. When I ask this question and they say, Pablo Honey, it's like, hey, you know what? You're not a real person. You're not a real person. You're a show. You are a show.
They're trying to be cool, and it's like, no, that's actually not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool. And I think that they would even be sad that they chose that.
Maybe they're just
Tom York, Johnny, I think Ed, they would be really sad, like, why did you say that? I'm mad at you now.
They would be very upset.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I agree.
Okay, so you have a Radiohead cover album.
Yes. And I have songs with Pearl Lion out now, videos out now.
Yeah.
And I use all your pedals. I use this Jupiter all the time. I have a little trick that is become a signature lead thing that I do with, and I can only use the Jupiter to get that sound.
Radical.
On occasion, I sometimes use the 385 to change it up. And recently, so rad, I showed you this, a Juno 106 stereo synth.
Yeah.
Since it's a stereo and this is not a stereo pedal.
Yeah.
Me and the synth player from Bits and the Tantrums both have a 385. Love it. 2 385s and 1 Juno stereo synth patch.
Is it nice?
Is
it nice? I would love to hear that.
It's amazing.
I love that. Maybe you could invite me next time and I could go. I could be part
You're
of it.
invited anytime.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So there's a series called Headstock.
Yeah.
You want to see what's in the head. What's a couple steps that somebody could be doing to get just from becoming a bedroom player to actually being and recording and collaborating with people? What's some moves that somebody could make to get there?
I think there are many facets to that.
Yeah.
One is the social hustle and knowing people and being out there and like offering up your services for free just to be involved and just to get in with people.
Yeah.
I think everything is getting in with a person and like not being a stickler for business or getting paid. It's like just get in the door however you can.
Yeah.
I do sessions all the time for production and writing. I don't get paid ever.
Yeah.
It's all like back end. If it works out, great, I'll get paid, or maybe not. But it's all about like getting in the door with those people. And then when you've done that, the other thing is make sure you're like you got an ability to get lots of different sounds and cover all terrain in a studio. So make sure you have
technical versatility,
dope sounds, dope pedals, whatever it is. And beyond, and then like just make sure you're a good hang and you have good business ethic. Like be on time, be early,
be on time, be
a good
early.
Person. Don't be a pain in the ass. Like if you have certain things that. If you have like dietary restrictions, like bring things to eat so you don't be a problem. Like you have to be the least amount of an issue and the most amount of like service. You know what I mean?
Man, that's good.
I don't know if that helps.
No, that's really rich. That's really rich. What if somebody wants to be the SNL guitarist? What do they have to do?
Well,
just kidding.
Go back to school.
So
because you have to sight read.
What is your training and background?
I've been taking.
You're on Ultimate Guitar looking at tabs all day. Is that it?
That's it. It's a training.
Your technical training. Talk to us about that.
I started off as a drummer, and then I'm an employee of Walrus Audio.
Yeah.
I started off as a drummer. Started taking guitar lessons outside of that.
Yeah.
Played drums up until college and in school, concert, marching, jazz band, all that.
So you studied music in school?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was always taking private guitar lessons outside of school.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going to jazz school for college for like 2 years.
Where'd you go?
I went to the Hart School of Music and I transferred sophomore year to NYU.
Okay, cool.
And then I realized I didn't really want to be in jazz school. I just wanted to play rock and roll.
Yeah.
So I transferred out of that program to music education, but I still took private lessons.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it was always private lessons and exploring those lessons, like by jamming myself like to records was really how I learned, to be honest.
How many hours a day did you practice?
I didn't practice ever. I just would like jam.
We'll edit this part. Oh, you just jammed. Gotcha.
Yeah. Like,
I love that.
I can't sit down and just like.
Oh, that makes sense.
I can't. I don't know. Like, it was too boring, but so what I would do is I would like learn something, and then I would put on an album and I would jam to it, and I would try to like implement those ideas. So I mean, you were kind of practicing, but to me, I was exploring and creating. So it never felt like I'm sitting down to a metronome. On occasion, I used to do that in college because I had to like learn arpeggios and all this stupid shit, and it would drive me crazy. But otherwise, I just like would play and explore.
Really great. That's a much more exciting way. Would you like loop something with yourself and then play over it, or?
You know, we didn't have loops back then. That's like hilarious. That's like a hilarious dad thing. Like,
when did
we didn't have loopers back then? But it's true.
What was the first looper?
The Line 6 DL4.
If Josh Scott was here, he would know.
Let's get Josh. He's just down there.
Yeah, he would know.
So I didn't have a looper, so I would just jam to like CDs.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a really good bit of wisdom, and I think I'm gonna start practicing like that too.
It's so fun.
Thanks so much.
That's what my unnecessary shredding stuff was. It's all the same shit.
It's really great. And which is something you didn't mention about your work earlier, and I feel like it needs to get a lot of more attention.
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so if there's one thing that you could tell an aspiring guitarist that wants to take an active role in the industry today, in the future, what would you tell that person?
Well, what an active role in what way? What is he trying to accomplish? What is he trying to be?
A living. To make a living.
To make a living. Well, is he like on the business design side? Is he trying to make products? Is he trying to be a
guitar
player?
player? He plays guitar.
All right,
he
so he wants to be a guitar player.
He wants to make money playing guitar. He or she wants to make money.
I tell him don't.
Okay, great. You heard it here. Hey, I want to thank Jared Scharff for coming by today. I think we heard enough good news.
I'll give you a real answer.
Oh, okay.
That is a real answer, though.
Answer one. Answer two.
That's option
Choose your own
A.
adventure.
Yeah, option A is don't, because it's impossible to make a living in music, and you have to be like, this has to be the only thing you could do or want to do, and you have to be willing to sacrifice, not make a lot of money at all, like not have food, like just you have to really like it sucks.
Yep.
But if that's what you love, that's what you do, you know, and you try to get to the other side. But I think if you want to make a living these days, you can't just be a guitar player.
Yeah.
I think you have to be able to operate Pro Tools and maybe one other DAW. You got to be able to record your own guitar stuff at home. You need to be sending out stuff to people. You should have some basic production skills.
Yeah.
You got to have reasonable people skills and hustle to companies like Walrus Audio or any place that you like or love, and like try to get your face like somehow to be branded with them as well. You know, like it's good to align yourself with companies that you really believe in.
Yeah.
You have to do all these different things. You have to do gigs. You got to continually meet people. I mean, it's a hustle. It's a 24/7 hustle.
That's
and
good.
Like, you know, I have a job that pays my bills, but I hustle every day.
Yeah.
And that is like almost the like least of what I do.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm here at NAMM for one day. I got to fly back tomorrow. I have a show Saturday.
Yeah.
But like, I wanted to come do this. I wanted to see you guys. You know, you guys are my homies, like my favorite company.
Isn't that sweet? You're so sweet.
It's true.
You're so great.
You know, and just like shake all the hands, build my relationships, because that's part of it. And that's why I'm here.
Yeah. That's great. No, the industry's full of phony goofs, goons, crazies. Jared's one of the good guys. We love him so much. You can find Jared on Saturday Night Live on Saturday nights on NBC, and you can look his music up with Pearl Lion.
Yeah.
Go check him out, support him, give him a lot of plays.
Spotify, YouTube videos, all kinds of stuff.
Put it on your Zune and take it on a run. All right, see ya.
Peace.
Bye.